Hey, what's up, everybody? I figured today's review will be the much anticipated discussion for The Incredibles 2, which is the long awaited, nearly 15-year sequel to The Incredibles. And I will admit, I had to rewatch the original Incredible movies after, not watching the first one for a very long time. And, I would say, surprisingly, The Incredible sequel is a lot better than I anticipated. The events of the sequel take place, like 3 months after the events of the first movie. But I'm really surprised they didn't go like the Toy Story 3 route, and do like a time jump of like 15 years later, which I thought would have been pretty cool to see. Seeing Jack as a teenager, and Dash and Violet, as adults, which would have been cool to see. And of course, you get to see Jack, the baby manifest, his powers, which he can copy him, make copies of himself and turn into like a monster and shapeshift and things like that. And then there's like a new villain called the Underminer, and I guess he has like these special glasses that you know turn people into like, I guess, like gonna hypnotize them and turns into like mindless drones and things like that. So I would definitely say, the the nearly 15-year wait for the sequel was, worth it, since many people thought it would never, happen. And I think what was pretty cool about The Incredibles 2 is you kind of get to see, the Parr family of Bob, Hill, and Dash, and Violet, of course, Jack, try to adjust, you know, dealing with the balance of being superheroes, or also, I guess, trying to be an ordinary day, family, and also go through their own everyday struggles as well. So, I would definitely recommend it for those, including myself and many others who have seen the first Incredible movies. I think you'll definitely, like the sequel. The animation's, pretty good, and of course, Samuel Jackson also comes back as Lucius, a family friend, and of course, there's new characters. Kathleen Kenner voices Evelyn, and then there's Sophia Bush for, the former her from from One Tree Hill fame, and her former show Chicago PD, playing someone named Karen, who, aka Void, who has the ability to create portals and stuff like that. Who's also like an Elastigirl fan. So I would definitely say, for Disney fans, I would say I'd give it like a 9 out of 10. And I was really glad that it was one of those quality sequels that actually turned out to be better than the original. Not one of those crap fest movies that you wait for like a long time, like say Independence Day, and it wasn't that good. So I'm glad that didn't happen. Of course, maybe I guess a little trivia that the 183 million opening for Incredibles 2 is the eighth highest opening of all time, which surpassed many of the box office of Bugs Life, and of course Cars 3, and pretty much most of what the original Incredibles made. So I gotta say that's pretty impressive for a movie that took nearly 15 years to come out. So I would also say, it's worth giving the movie maybe a second or third view, but that depends on those that like those Pixar movies. All right, everyone, thanks again for watching, and hopefully for those that's seen The Incredibles 2, I'd like to hear what that you had to say about it, and feel free to comment on the video and see what you thought about it. All right, have a good night, and thanks for watching.